My administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it. Taking it back. We're going to take it back. He just said take it back, and that's a good idea.
On September 7, 1977, U.S. President Jimmy Carter and the commander of Panama's National Guard, General Omar Torrijos, signed 2 treaties in Washington, D.C. The treaties guaranteed that Panama would gain control of the Panama Canal after 1999, ending the control of the canal that the U.S. had exercised since 1903. This first treaty is officially titled the Treaty Concerning the Permanent Neutrality and Operation of the Panama Canal. The second treaty is titled the Panama Canal Treaty and provided that as from 12 o'clock on December 31, 1999, Panama would assume full control of canal operations and become primarily responsible for its defense. In late 2024, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump expressed concerns over the Panama Canal's management, alleging that Panama was charging exorbitant rates to American ships.
Panama Canal, maybe things were probably getting short shrift there in the canal with paying too much and so forth.
And suggesting that the canal was falling into the wrong hands, referring to China's influence.
He's concerned about China's influence in Panama, which he should be concerned about, but hey, we didn't really give them much of an alternative. I think we went for 6 years in Panama without an ambassador there, or something crazy like that.
The Panama Canal is vital to our country. It's being operated by China. China. And we gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China. And they've abused it. They've abused that gift. It should have never been made, by the way. Giving the Panama Canal is why Jimmy Carter lost the election, in my opinion.
These statements led to diplomatic tensions between the United States and Panama.
Panamá es un territorio soberano. El pueblo panameño ejerce su autodeterminación. Aquí hay un canal, es panameño.
Panamanian President José Raúl Mulino refuted Trump's claims, asserting that the canal was under Panama's full control and that the fees charged were fair. Protests erupted in Panama, with citizens expressing strong opposition to any U.S. intervention. China's involvement in the region, particularly through companies like CK Hutchison, has raised concerns in the United States about potential threats to its strategic interests.
Just across the water there is the Balboa port. That port is operated by a company that's based in Hong Kong, China. The concerns expressed by the White House are that if there were a supply chain war or a trade war with China, they could order that port to be shut down to American access in this very narrow entryway to the Panama Canal.
Trump's administration pressured for reduced Chinese involvement, leading to BlackRock's acquisition of the ports.
BlackRock is agreeing to purchase Panama Canal ports and over 40 additional ports.
Larry thinks
This is the largest deal the firm has ever done, $23 billion.
BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, has agreed to purchase 2 major ports on the Panama Canal from Hong Kong's CK Hutchison for $22.8 billion. This deal includes a 90% stake in the ports and an 80% stake in CK Hutchison's global port subsidiaries. CK Hutchison is expected to receive over $19 billion from this transaction. The ports in question are the Balboa port on the Pacific side and the Cristobal port on the Atlantic side of the canal. These ports are crucial for global trade, serving as key transit points for goods moving between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. BlackRock's acquisition can be seen as a strategic move to align with U.S. interests and alleviate political tensions. By taking control of these critical ports, BlackRock ensures that they remain under Western influence, potentially mitigating concerns about Chinese control over this vital trade route. The announcement of the acquisition had immediate economic impacts. BlackRock's stock rose by 1%, reaching $961 per share, following President Trump's acknowledgement of the deal. This highlights the market's positive reception and the perceived alignment of the acquisition with U.S. strategic interests. Politically, the deal has been framed as a win for U.S. interests in the region by facilitating the transfer of port control from a Hong Kong-based company to an American firm. The U.S. administration can claim a strategic victory in countering Chinese influence in the Western Hemisphere.